Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Highruler, and on today's video we're going to be talking about Suicide Squad and the latest leaks published by Miller and Exputer. We're going to be pulling some excerpts from the article, but I highly suggest you guys go and read it. The link will be in the description down below. Now, for anyone who doesn't know Miller was the main leaker and source of a lot of the news for Marvel's Avengers. He was data mining, he was leaking, he in a lot of ways kept the community going. He set his sights on Suicide Squad, and he's basically been able to compile a list of leaks that we're going to go over. And basically, we're going to talk about the biggest thing that has gone around in Suicide Squad in the past 2 weeks. Now, this, of course, is the death of Batman. This has been the biggest story with Suicide Squad. This has been what everyone has been talking about. And Miller has kind of set the record straight, if you believe him, and basically saying that Batman doesn't die. Now, in the article, here's what he says. The main element of this leak that caused outrage was the assertion that not only is Conroy's Batman indeed killed, but also that he gets killed in a disrespectful manner by Harley Quinn specifically. An image showing Harley pointing a gun at Batman appeared online, and then audio purporting to include those final moments. A video combining the two went viral and sparked condemnation from major YouTubers like Dreamcast Guy. Batman is dead, so Rocksteady, quote, ruined the Arkhamverse, as you might have heard. But he's not dead. So this is obviously the biggest piece of news, right? Because for weeks now, we in the community have heard everything under the sun with regards to Batman, right? Basically, from the moment this was kind of leaked, both the screenshot and the audio recording, people have come out of the woodwork basically saying everything and anything against this video game, right? We've seen that Rocksteady is ruining the Arkhamverse, that they never should have done this game. They never should have killed Batman. This is a disrespect to Kevin Conroy and his legacy. People have basically said everything that they could with regards to this game. And now it is potential, now I'm going to say potential, that Batman isn't dead. That is huge news here, and I think it's something worth considering because, frankly, what I've seen is that the moment people heard Batman was dead, they wrote this game off regardless of anything else that this game has. This game could have a great story. Aside from that, this game could have all of the features that people want, but because Batman was killed, people have immediately written this game off. Now, that's not to say that there isn't more that we could talk about, because there is, but I think the big thing here with regards to any sort of leak in the future will be, what is the status of Batman? If Batman survives, I actually think a lot of the views of this game actually do a 180 and people actually start to reconsider what this game actually is. But I digress. Let's see what else the article has. Miller then goes on to say that data mining Unreal Engine 4 games isn't particularly difficult. The engine is used across the industry, so documentation and existing tools are everywhere. But what you uncover, especially from a game you've never played, has to be taken with a grain of salt. Some online were quick to draw the parallel to Rocksteady's last title, which was Arkham Knight, which included hallucination-induced cutscenes showing all manner of potential outrage farming moments if indeed they had been spread online before the game's launch through similar circumstances. If only more had heeded that warning. Make no mistake, the Justice League survives the events of Suicide Squad. From what I've been able to uncover through my own data mining and a month of research and counting, each death is presented with several hints to the audience that they're fake outs. Flash's death takes place away from prying eyes, with many questioning whether it even happened. Later in the game, Task Force X, the in-universe name for the Suicide Squad, attempts to storm Brainiac's ship, but are thwarted by a S.H.I.E.L.D. apparition created by Green Lantern. After Deadshot, who famously never misses, finally lands the killing blow, Green Lantern falls to his death, but the S.H.I.E.L.D. stays up. What, did you miss, Captain Boomerang asks? Deadshot laughs knowingly under his breath. And sure enough, both heroes return in seasons 2 and 3 of post-launch respectively. By the end of the Brainiac storyline set up during the base campaign, the Justice League are reunited and get the revenge against the multiversal supervillain and Task Force X. These piecemeal reintroductions also mark perfect opportunities for the Justice League to be playable, however briefly. And there it is. Both Batman and the Justice League may be playable, and Batman may not actually be dying. Now, for anyone who wants to go and read the rest of the article, once again, it'll be linked in the description below, and I highly suggest you guys read it. But to touch on what we just actually read here, there is a lot to unpack with this. Obviously, the big one for a lot of people is that Batman may not actually be dead, right? That is a huge thing for a lot of people. The second is that the Justice League themselves may not actually be dead, right? There hasn't been too much outrage with regards to the Justice League as a whole because we don't really know these characters as well as we do know the Batman, but there is a lot there to unpack with the Justice League being alive, but still getting the revenge on Task Force X, so more boss fights there in post-launch content, but of course then also the possibility of the Justice League being playable later on down the line. Miller has gone on Twitter and basically said that he doesn't expect these to be playable for huge stretches of time, but maybe just snippets of a mission here and there, which I think is basically fair if that is to be the case. Now, there is a lot here to unpack, guys. So once again, make sure you go and read it. But in terms of Batman and the Justice League, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys want more Suicide Squad content, make sure you like the video, leave a nice little comment, sub to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time here. As always, guys, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.